We have a founder of BHF and international spiritual science teacher, Master Pradeep Vijay with us. Sir, today I have a couple of questions from the participants of the TOT program that I would like to ask you.
Nice to meet you, Dhruva.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Okay, so it's very great that you're asking questions on behalf of Training of Teachers program.
Thank you.
Okay, so let us make it.
So the first question,
Yes.
how should we approach young children and adults when introducing mindfulness?
A very important question. You should approach whether it is young children, teenagers, mature people, or when you are approaching old age homes. You should approach according to the needs of the audience. You should approach based on what they need. When you are going to teenage children, when you are going to, you should address what are the emotional things they will go through, what are the challenges they go through in the teenage. So then only you will be able to connect. When you are going to old age home, your focus is more on health, peace, right? More focused on psychological health, mental health, emotional health, and physical health. Youngsters are full of health, physical health. So, but youngsters need emotional support. So you should speak on emotions when you go to the youngsters and teenagers. And when you're approaching young working professionals, you should approach on stress management because they go through a lot of stress, right? And when you're approaching 30s and mid 30s, you should focus on relationships because that is where they need the support. So you should approach based on what the audience need. That should be the approach. Okay, good. Next question.
Does practicing meditation or following spirituality make us more self-centric?
It makes us more self-centered. It makes us more self-balanced. In short and in simple, practicing meditation is everything to do with the self. The practice of mindfulness and the practice of meditation is something to do with the self, to the self, for the self, by the self. It will help you to accept yourself. It will help you to forgive yourself. It will help you to transform yourself. It will help you to master yourself. It will help you to love yourself. In short, it helps in your self realization. So, the practice of meditation and the practice of mindfulness helps in self transformation. It has everything to do with the self. Next.
How can we stop unnecessary inner chatter?
The only way is meditation, no other way. Because whatever you do is under the control of your mind. Anything and everything you do is under the control of your mind. Your mind is the boss of your body. Your breath is the boss of your mind. So when you observe your natural breath, then the mind surrenders. Okay. So breath is the only thing which goes beyond mind. Rest, everything is under the control of your mind. Whatever you do is under the control of your mind. Only your natural breath goes beyond the mind. The more you are with your breath, the more you observe your natural breath, the more you put your attention towards your natural breath, the more naturally mind becomes empty. So when it comes to emptying the mind, or when it comes to reducing the chatter of your mind, so the best way and the only way is to focus on the breath. It is like this. There is darkness in the room. You don't want darkness. So you don't focus on darkness. Rather, you focus on light. When you focus on light, in the presence of light, darkness cannot exist. Similarly, your focus should be on your breath. When your focus is on the breath, naturally the chatter reduces. That is the only way. There are some other techniques of chanting, repeating a mantra, visualization. Certain techniques are there. It calms your mind chatter, but it doesn't completely empty it because still you're using the mind. For saying a mantra or for visualization, still you use the mind. So since still you're using the mind, it is not completely empty. The mind doesn't go completely empty. So the best way is to be with the breath. Next.
How can I accept myself fully for who I am?
Very simple.
To meditate again?
No. Accepting yourself is to realize that you are a very unique person. There is nobody like you ever on the planet Earth, in the before or in the future. You are a single piece available. You are a very unique creation of God. There is nobody exactly like you, the same features, the same mind, the same emotions, exactly like you. There is nobody else on the planet Earth. So you become the most precious because you are only one available. There's nobody else like you. The moment you realize this, you feel, wow, I'm so unique. So the moment you discover your uniqueness, naturally you accept yourself because there is a certain beauty in your uniqueness. People don't accept themselves because they think something is not right. That something is not right within them. They're always in comparison with others. When you're in comparison with others, you cannot accept yourself. The more you discover your uniqueness, the more naturally you will accept yourself. Accepting yourself, loving yourself, forgiving yourself, realizing yourself, everything blossoms out of that very basic understanding that you are a unique person and you are a son of God. You are a child of God. You are a child of God. So, with that realization, the acceptance comes naturally. That's the way. So, spiritual science helps to discover your uniqueness. That is why it is called self realization. Okay, next.
In Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that people with bad karma are reborn as animals. But they say that once you become human, you cannot be reborn as an animal. How is this possible?
I don't know which sloka they are referring to. Bhagavad Gita doesn't say that, to my understanding. Bhagavad Gita says once you are born as a human, you will be continue to born as a human, normal. But exceptional cases, very exceptional cases, where you have done so much of extreme amount of bad karma and you want to learn a certain lessons, then in exceptional cases, it might be possible that you will take one lifetime as an animal to experience the pain of an animal. As a very exception, very rare case. But in general, there is a spiritual law called law of progression. So that law of progression says where you evolve, your evolution is always for the constant positive. You don't go backwards. Okay. So once you are born as a human, you will be never be born as an animal in general. Okay. So that understanding in Bhagavad Gita, I haven't come across that particular statement. So I would say it is a wrong understanding. Next.
During Mauna, it is easy to stay silent, but on the rest of the other days, it feels very challenging. How can we overcome this?
Because it is challenge, it becomes interesting. A particular day you earn mark, you decide that I will be silent today. Because you have decided, it becomes easy. But whereas hybrid mauna, where a normal day you have to open your mouth only when it is necessary. That is hybrid mauna. That needs more awareness. So the more you meditate, the more it becomes easier to practice hybrid mauna. And the more you practice mauna, the more easier it becomes to practice hybrid mauna. It comes with practice. In the beginning, you will falter, but the more you practice, the more you perfect. Practice makes a man or woman perfect. So practice, practice, practice. That is the answer. Next.
When we feel that we are being treated unfairly, how do we uplift our energy and thoughts? How can we be sure that we are on the right path?
When you are treated unfairly, you know you have been treated unfairly. It is not right. So that is the moment you need to get your emotional strength. You need to use your willpower and say, okay, others are treating me in a certain way which I'm not happy about it. So I will not react, but rather I will respond. You should bring your awareness to your consciousness. You should use your awareness to say that, okay, I'm not going to react for this. If somebody is treating me unfairly, I will move away from that place. I don't want to react. I will take some time. Okay, I will take some time and then I will respond. Giving yourself time. helps you to respond to the situation. Right? It is a very important practice. If you feel somebody is treating you unfair, don't be in that place. Don't deal with that particular person. Take a small break, few minutes break, and then respond to the situation when you are emotionally balanced. So taking time and moving away from that place really helps to respond. Next.
Why is it so hard to stay in the present moment?
It is not hard to stay in the present moment. It is not hard to stay in the present moment. It is very easy to stay in the present moment. For a meditator, it becomes easy to stay in the present moment. For a non meditator, naturally it is hard. So, practice meditation, it becomes easy. So that's why you need to understand the science of meditation, the art and the science of meditation. The more you understand the science of meditation, more naturally it becomes easy to be in the present moment. Meditation naturally helps you to be mindful. The more you do meditation, the more naturally you become mindful. Naturally, you'll become mindful the more you do meditation. Mindfulness comes to you naturally. And the more you deliberately practice mindfulness, more easier it becomes for you to practice meditation. You'll be able to sit long hours of meditation. You'll be able to go deep into meditation the more you practice mindfulness. So meditation and mindfulness, they help each other. Next.
Can bad karma be neutralized through service?
Definitely yes. Not only service, you should increase your awareness level first. So the first step when you are dealing with karma, the first step is you have to increase your awareness. So you increase your awareness by doing more and more meditation. The more meditation you do, the more your awareness increases. Number one, that is the first step. And once your awareness is increased, then you won't repeat the same mistakes. So you have broken the karmic chain. So the karmic chains are broken. That is the first step. And then you would have done so much of bad karmas knowingly or unknowingly in your past lives or even in this life. So to neutralize it, you do good karmas. So one unit of good karma neutralizes one unit of bad karma. So that's how your accounts are closed. So service definitely helps to close the old bad karma accounts. But before service, meditation is the first step. Meditation first, then service, your karmas are permanently wiped off. It takes time. You need to have a lot of patience. By and large, without any expectations, you practice meditation every day and you, whatever the best extent possible, you do service every day. Your karmas naturally keeps cleansing. You don't need to worry about it. It is like this, when you're walking in the sun, your shadow follows you. You don't check whether your shadow follows you or not. Your shadow naturally follows you. You don't need to worry about your shadow. Similarly, as long as you are doing meditation and as long as you are in service, naturally all your karmas are burnt. You don't need to double check. It naturally happens. And you will be able to see it. You will be able to experience it. The more you are in the path of meditation, the more you are in the path of seva, you will see a difference in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months. You will see a certain progress in your life. You are more peaceful. You are less fearful. Right? You have you have faith. Your trust and faith in your life increases. You will see natural challenges in your life. So that confirms you that you are in the right path. Okay. Next.
How do we stay motivated and be consistent when it gets challenging? When we feel like we cannot progress even further?
The best way to motivate yourself is to be part of the Sangha, is to be part of the truth seekers, is to make friendship with other meditators, is to make friendship with the people who are happy in their lives. When you have a good company, when you are in the company who is motivated, you get motivated. Making good friendships is very, very important. Okay. So as part of this enlightenment journey, your Sangha, your spiritual Sangha plays an important role. Sangha means like-minded people coming together. So here, all the like-minded people who seek salvation, who seek liberation, who want to live a happy life, who want to live a healthy life, who want to live a meaningful life. So they all come together. Frequency attracts frequency. So when you are part of that Sangha, then naturally you are also motivated to be like them. Next.
When one is hurt, how can one take responsibility for being hurt and resolve the issue?
Again, if you are hurt, that means you allow yourself to be hurt. So why you allow yourself to be hurt? Suppose if I scold you, huh? I scold you. you get hurt. If I scold you and you are witnessing it, you are witnessing it, I am scolding you and you are witnessing it. So you are able to see why am I scolding. You are able to see that I am scolding because I feel tensed, I am angry, I am disturbed inside. Because I am disturbed inside, I am scolding you. So there is nothing to do with you, there is something to do with me. You are able to see that the person who is scolding is out of balance, or he has his own issues. He is scolding because of his own frustrations. So nothing to do with me. So your witnessing helps you to detach from that hurt. You are able to see the bigger picture. Only when you are able to see the bigger picture, you will not be affected by the worldly things. Okay, so you have to increase your viewpoint. You have to increase your awareness. You have to go deep into the witnessing consciousness. Only for a person who is in the witnessing consciousness will not be affected by the actions of others. So that is why meditation is very, very needed. It's the need of the hour. Next.
When trying to be emotionally strong, how do I balance how much I talk between oversharing and undersharing? What is the fine line?
The fine line is to keep the mouth shut. The fine line is to keep the mouth shut, and you should open your mouth only when you're absolutely sure it is very important that you open the mouth. So you should think twice before opening the mouth. So that's when you will not blabber. Think twice before you open the mouth. So there is a statement where the angels fear to tread, the fools rush in. The angels are very careful before opening the mouth. They're very careful. They fear to open the mouth. That's why they become angels. But the fools rush in. Right? So you should think twice before opening the mouth. Next.
How do I introduce spirituality to someone unfamiliar with it? How can I make him or her feel comfortable and supported?
First and foremost, you should be an inspiration to others. You cannot change other person. You cannot change anybody, but you can be an inspiration to many people. So when you are happy in your life, when you are healthy in your life, when you have a smile in your face all the time, and you become a natural inspiration. So then they are willing to learn things from you. So focus on yourself first, then naturally you become an inspiration to others. And having said that, if there is an opportunity for you to share with your friends and family, you have to speak practical. Okay? Speak that meditation helps you to be more healthy, meditation helps you to be more happy, and meditation helps you to be a better version of yourself. So speak practical spiritual science that motivates others to do meditation. Next.
Sometimes, when I am not in a good state of mind, when I have many negative thoughts, I feel that I cannot come out of this loop. So, how can I maintain that emotional balance throughout?
Again, the same answer. You have to make friendship with the people who meditate regularly. The Sangha is important. So that motivates you to do meditation. Or immediately take a spiritual book and read the spiritual book for half an hour. That breaks the circuit. When you read a spiritual book, that helps you to break the negative thinking and the negative patterns. Immediately, the wisdom in the book, the truth in the book inspires you to do meditation. The more you read books, the more it inspires you to do meditation. So the Sangha plays an important role. Reading books plays an important role. And meditating every day plays an important role. All are intrinsic, it helps each other. So I would say the first step is you should be in the right Sangha to get motivated. Who can motivate you? You should motivate yourself. You should motivate yourself. How can you motivate yourself? Drag yourself to the workshops. Drag yourself to initiate friendships with other people who have mastered, who are senior to you in this spiritual sadhana, who are senior to you. You make efforts to make friendship with them. So that is how you help yourself. There are so many YouTube videos of so many people, so many masters, which inspires you. So you should help yourself by watching those videos, reading nice books, and making friendships with the senior people in this particular field. So Sangha plays an important role. Next. That is why we have started this spiritual Sangha. The Breath Energy Health Foundation is nothing but a spiritual Sangha. Okay. Next.
What is consciousness?
Everything is consciousness. Whatever you see on the planet Earth is consciousness. Everything has life. Everything is alive. You think the stones don't have life, but they have life. They vibrate. They have a certain energy frequency within them. There are tools, equipments to measure the vibration of every object. So they have consciousness. There is a certain energy vibration. So anything and everything you see in the naked eye has consciousness. The whole creation has its own consciousness. Like you have your own individual consciousness. I have my own individual consciousness. And your family has a very unique consciousness, family consciousness. The whole planet Earth has its own consciousness. So you can replace the word consciousness with awareness/energy. So any object or any being with energy, with awareness, we call it as consciousness. Consciousness is a word which is very easily understood when you understand that all the matter is nothing but energy. Matter is energy, energy is matter. This is physics. Energy condensed becomes matter. Energy condensed becomes matter. Matter is energy, energy is matter. So, because all the matter is made up of energy, all the matter has consciousness. So, when you understand the energy science, you understand the consciousness science. The whole creation is made of energy, yes or no? The entire creation is made of energy. So, the entire creation is full of consciousness. So, that's the easiest way to understand. Next.
It is said that our karmas are stored in our etheric body. So, how is it that when we die, where does our karma go? How is it transferred to the next stage?
There is a beautiful accounting system in the higher worlds. Okay. So the accounting department will take care of that. Karma is nothing but action and its consequences. Everything is stored in your Akashic records. All have Akashic records. How many lifetimes you have taken, what you have done, what good karmas you have done, what bad karmas you have done. Everything is stored in the Akashic records. The perfect accounting system is there. And when we incarnate, in that particular lifetime, you take some amount of karma. All the karmas you did in all the lifetimes, it is stored. It is called Sanchita Karma, a reservoir of karmas. A reservoir of all the karmas from all your lifetimes. That is called Sanchita Karma. So from that Sanchita Karma, you take a small portion in that particular lifetime. It becomes a Prarabdha Karma. Prarabdha Karma means that karma you have brought in your soul plan, in your soul design, and you have incarnated, you have entered the mother's womb with that karma. In fact, the very body shape which takes place in your mother's womb depends on the prarabdha karma, depends on what karma you have taken. So that karma is in the etheric body. So that karma is stored in the etheric body. Now once you vacate the body, so all these karmas are automatically transferred to the sanchita. So one particular lifetime is finished, then your karma goes into the reservoir of your karmas. It goes into the sanchita karma, your soul bank, your akashic records. You have to read a lot of books on law of karma to understand that. But the simple understanding is whatever you do, it is all accounted for. That simple understanding is enough. You cannot manipulate the existence. You cannot manipulate God. Whatever you do is accounted for. You cannot manipulate the higher masters. You cannot manipulate the very existence. Everything is accounted for. Whatever you do, consciously, unconsciously, willingly, unwillingly, your thoughts, your words, your actions, everything is accounted for. That much is understanding is good enough. And with that understanding, it acts as a reminder to be aware and not to take things for granted. So, spirituality is all about responsibility. The more spiritual you are, the more responsible you are. You don't take things for granted. So, law of karma is a beautiful law which imbibes responsibility. And it's not a punishment system, it is more of a responsibility and learning system.
During Mauna, I meditate and also clean and do house chores. But even after this, sometimes I feel lost. I don't know what to do next. What can I do to prevent this? How can I get clarity?
Practice. You have to do lifetimes of sadhana. Practice, practice, practice. Just one day you are in Mauna, one day you are doing mindfulness. Nothing changes. But something has changed inside you. But it is not up to your own expectations. That's why you're asking this question. Something has changed definitely, but it is not up to your expectations. So continue practicing it. You will definitely see the change. You have to give yourself 40 days time. Any practice you do, give yourself 40 days time. In the 40 days, you will see a significant change. So you have to have a lot of patience. Next.
My efforts to change my thoughts from negative to positive were unsuccessful, and it affects the quality of my meditation too. How can I handle this?
You don't need to handle. It takes time for your thought process, for your thought patterns, for your belief system to change. It takes a lot of time. Okay. Give yourself 40 days time. Meditate every day 40 days. Practice mindfulness 40 days. Everyday meditation, everyday practice of mindfulness. 40 days you give your time. At the end of the 40th day, there will definitely be a change. The same answer like the previous question. Next.
So, we had these many questions today. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a great pleasure for me to ask these questions to you and also receive the answers. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. You asked all the questions wonderfully. All
Thank
the
you, sir.
best.
Thank you.